speed of YouTube. Now, to give us more perspective on this, we're being joined by Dr. Marcella Inser, who is a professor of ethics of artificial intelligence and neuroscience and also a deputy director at the Institute for Ethics and History of Medicine, School of Medicine at the Technical University of Munich. And the professor is, of course, joining us live on this broadcast from WION. Now, Professor, this is an interesting bit of information that has come in. The war in Ukraine has been ongoing for well over 2 years now. And what is now being said is that apart from other social media websites that have been banned in Russia, it appears that Moscow is taking a look at banning YouTube as well. What's your take on this?
Well, what we're experiencing is clearly a continuation of the traditional warfare into the digital world. One of the most important platforms for content sharing, and Russia is being quite aggressive when it comes to requesting, having very specific demands of content moderation on the platform. In particular, they seem to, so far, a lot of pro-Kremlin channels have been banned because of the spreading of false information regarding the conflict. And now, after having requested this for several months, they want to go to the next step, which is banning the platform altogether.
And also it is, in so many ways, a war of narratives that is playing out, because the fact is some of these pro-Russian channels on YouTube had been banned. And what we are now looking at is Russia wants to take off the access of YouTube to the Russian population itself. Almost 90 million people in Russia access YouTube. What impact do you think that has on the Russian nationals who are relying on YouTube to get their information about the West?
Well, I think this is very unfortunate for the Russian population because they will become even more isolated from the rest than they already are. The conflict have certainly isolated the Russian citizenship a lot because of the poor decisions of the government. And we should remember that most of the population is not directly involved in any belligerent activity. So they are just passive victims of this current situation. And having fewer and fewer channels of communication and access to information can be very detrimental for the entire population, because it means more isolationism, it means more detachment from the rest of the world, and fewer opportunities for exchange and dialogue.
Absolutely indeed. Thank you very much indeed, Professor, for joining us and getting us those insights there.
Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.